Hello friends, I'm George, the nice smelling gentleman. Welcome back to my channel guys. I hope that all of you are having a good day. Today is time for yet another episode of my fragrance challenge called 300 different scents in 300 days. In other words, I'm trying to wear 300 different scents as my scent of the day in 300 consecutive days. And this episode we're going to cover days 78 to 84. Now, I've said this already in some of the previous episodes of this challenge, but for me, the December of month, because it's a special kind of month, we're going to be strictly a designer or niche type of month. So I'm going to wear only designer and niche scents in the month of December. And for day 78 of the challenge, I went with what's probably one of the most versatile, if not the most versatile men's fragrance out there, called Bleu De Chanel EDP. The granddaddy of blue fragrances, super versatile thing that works anytime, anywhere, any type of occasion, day or night, it doesn't matter. Fantastic scent, very likable, a compliment getter. All in all, it's one of the best men's designer scents ever created, and this thing has only one major problem, and that's the pricing. Now it seems that Chanel are continually upping up the prices of their fragrances, and this thing, especially if you go for a bottle like this one, 150 milliliter bottle like this one, this will cost more than some very renowned niche houses out there, which I think is crazy in my opinion, and that's why I don't plan on repurchasing a bottle of Bleu De Chanel. But still, this was my scent of the day for day 78, the Bleu De Chanel EDP. If you enjoy my content guys, you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button. That will mean a lot to me, and also don't forget to hit the notification bell as well so you don't miss any of my future videos. Okay, for day 79 of the challenge, I went with a fragrance that is called Bentley Intense for Men. Now, this is, I've had a real sort of a love-hate relationship with this fragrance. The fragrance in here, the scent in here is about, it's leathery, it's spicy, it's oudi, it's sweet, but I've always felt like this fragrance brings a sort of an inky type of scent to it. I don't know how else to explain it, and I've been trying to understand this fragrance. I've been giving it some chances, here and there, giving it some wears like I did on Tuesday of this week, but all in all, this thing still is not great, at least in my opinion, or at least it doesn't work great on my skin for some reason. But still, it has very decent performance. In fact, it's a strong fragrance with strong projection, cheap price tag if you can find a good deal on it. All in all, it's a type of a challenging scent, at least in my opinion, and that's why I rarely reach for this fragrance. But still, Bentley for Men Intense was my scent of the day for day 79. For day 80 of the challenge, I went with something from the house of Armani and their code line called Armani Code EDP. This is a very likable scent. I really like the almost the whole of the code line, or at least fragrances that I've tried from the code line. It's pretty close to the original, the EDT, the first irritation of this scent profile, but has better performance. It has more depth, more character to it. Also, especially on the dry down, it's very similar to something like Le Mot Parfum, for example, from Jean Paul Gaultier. It's a sweet scent that's great for cold weather. It's a great date night scent as well. And all in all, I really like Armani Code Parfum and Armani Code EDP Eau de Parfum. And this was my scent of the day for day 80 of the challenge. Day 81 of the challenge, I went with a fragrance from the house of Gucci called Gucci Intense Oud. Now, this was a very elusive fragrance to get for me, but to get for a reasonable price, let's call it that. I was searching for this fragrance for a long time, but it was popping up here and there, but the prices were crazy high. And for some reason, about a month and a half ago, it started popping up at some discounters like Notino, for example, for a very decent price. And I immediately snatched up a bottle of this fragrance, and I couldn't be more happy with it. It's a very masculine, very dark, at the same time very appealing and very sexy scent. The scent here is all about the oud, as the name would suggest, done in a sort of unwearable designer style. The oud is mixed with some incense, it's mixed with some amber sweetness, with some leather as well. Performance here is great. That day that I was wearing it a few days ago, it gave me a full day of performance. You know, I sprayed it up in the morning before going out. I had to take care of a few things, and this scent stayed with me to the early evening. I was still catching up whiffs of it, so performance is still very, very good, even with newer batches like mine. So my scent of the day for day 81 of the challenge was Gucci Intense Oud. For day 82 of the challenge, I went with the original Armani Code from this mini bottle, 15 milliliter mini bottle. As I said, I already showed you the EDP variant as well, which I was wearing this week as well. Both this and the other one, they're very close scent wise. This feels a little bit lighter, a little bit fresher, doesn't have the same performance as the EDP variant, and probably the original EDT Armani Code is my least favorite out of the whole line, and that's why I don't keep a full bottle of this one. I only have this 15 milliliter mini, which is still enough for testing purposes and to wear it, you know, here and there. But my scent of the day for day 82 of the challenge was the Armani Code EDT. For day 83 of the challenge, I went with something that's one of my best niche discoveries of this year. It comes from the house of Nishane and it's called Ani. This is the best vanilla fragrance in my collection, at least for the current time. Absolutely fantastic fragrance. Opens up nice, sort of a slightly fresh citrusy, and it might mislead you into thinking that this is going to be a freshy type of scent, but after a few minutes the vanilla starts to come in very strong, and the dry down is all about that absolutely fantastically done vanilla scent. Very sweet, perfectly unisex, fantastic performer, great for cold weather. Perfectly unisex, as I said. Also is a compliment getter because of that sweetness people seem to like when you smell of Ani. And all in all, this is a fantastic fragrance. As I said, currently for me this is the best vanilla scented fragrance in my collection, and this was my scent of the day for day 83 of the challenge. And for day 84 of the challenge, which was the 24th of December, which was yesterday, I went with a scent that, in my opinion, at least in my mind, is sort of the definition of a Christmassy scent, and it's the also famous Parfum de Marlis Layton. For some reason, as I said, in my mind, this is when I think about Christmas and a fragrance, you know, a perfume, the first thing that pops in my mind is Parfum de Marlis Layton. For some reason, this DNA in here is just somehow connected to Christmas, you know, to the 24th and 25th of December every year. Fantastic fragrance, very high quality scent, performance is good, projection is good, price tag of course is high, but it's the same case with all Parfum de Marlis fragrances. It's a very it has very high compliment factor as well, and all in all, as I said, this is for me is the meaning of a Christmas scent, Christmassy scent, the Parfum de Marlis Layton. This was my scent of the day for day 84 of the challenge. And so guys, this was all for yet another episode of my fragrance challenge called 300 different scents in 300 days. In today's episode I covered days 78 to day 84. I hope that you found this video interesting. If you did, give it a like, and I also hope that I'm going to see you in my next video. And until then, stay safe and bye bye.